Welcome to my channel, The World Coin. Hello and welcome, coin lovers. This channel is dedicated to the fascinating world of coins from every corner of the globe. From ancient currency to modern mints, rare finds to everyday coins, we explore their history, design, and hidden stories. So subscribe now and join our growing community of coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and curious minds. I have 2 videos of quarter dollar. So let's get started. The 2001 North Carolina State Quarter, proudly inscribed with 1789, First Flight, and Pluribus Unum, stands as a breathtaking representation of American innovation and the boundless spirit of exploration. Officially released on March 12, 2001, as part of the United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program, it was the 12th coin in the celebrated series that ran from 1999 to 2008. The North Carolina Quarter pays homage to one of humanity's most transformative achievements, the Wright Brothers' first successful powered flight in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, in 1903. The inclusion of 1789 commemorates the year North Carolina ratified the U.S. Constitution, becoming the 12th state of the Union. The coin is a masterpiece of symbolism, artistry, and patriotism, uniting state pride with national innovation. On the obverse, the 2001 North Carolina Quarter retains the traditional portrait of George Washington, sculpted by John Flanagan, based on Jean-Antoine Houdon's 18th-century bust. This design has been a hallmark of the quarter dollar since 1932, celebrating the bicentennial of Washington's birth. The inscriptions surrounding his image, United States of America, Liberty, In God We Trust, and quarter dollar, represent the foundational values of the nation. At the lower right of Washington's neck, you will find the mint mark, either P. Philadelphia, D. Denver, or S. San Francisco, indicating its origin. The obverse design connects the modern 50-state quarters to America's long-standing numismatic heritage, bridging past and present through a timeless image of leadership and liberty. The reverse of the coin, designed by John Mercanti, one of the most prolific sculptors in U.S. mint history, captures the iconic moment of December 17, 1903, when Orville and Wilbur Wright successfully launched their pioneering aircraft, the Wright Flyer, into the skies above Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. The scene depicts Orville Wright piloting the fragile but magnificent machine as it hovers just above the sands, while Wilbur Wright runs beside the craft, ensuring its balance. The simple background evokes the vast dunes of North Carolina's coast, a place of wind, sand, and dreams. Above the image, the inscription, North Carolina 1789, appears, and below it reads, First Flight, the proud proclamation of humankind's first controlled, sustained flight in a powered aircraft. Beneath, the year, 2001, and the national motto, E Pluribus Unum, meaning, out of many, one, complete the composition, reminding us that unity and shared vision can give rise to unimaginable progress. Denomination, quarter dollar 25 cents. Country, United States of America. Series, 50 State Quarters Program. State honored, North Carolina. Date of issue, March 12, 2001. Mint marks, P, D, and S. Composition clad. Outer layers, 75% copper, 25% nickel. Core, pure copper. Weight, 5.67 grams. Diameter, 24.26 millimeters. Thickness, 1.75 millimeters. Edge, reeded 119 reeds. Designer obverse John Flanagan. Designer reverse John Mercanti. While most circulation coins are clad in copper nickel, collector's proof versions were also struck in 90% silver at the San Francisco Mint, featuring a brilliant, mirror-like finish. These silver proofs are highly valued among collectors for their luster, contrast, and historical significance. Every design element of the North Carolina First Flight quarter is steeped in meaning. The Wright Flyer embodies human ingenuity, courage, and the relentless pursuit of progress. The windswept dunes of Kitty Hawk symbolize the natural challenges overcome by human determination. The phrase, First Flight, immortalizes North Carolina's claim as the birthplace of aviation, a title proudly carried on by the state's modern license plates and identity. The date, 1789, honors the state's foundational role in the Republic, while E Pluribus Unum reflects unity amid diversity, a fitting theme for a coin that celebrates how two brothers' mechanical dreams changed the course of history for all humankind. The Wright brothers' first flight was an astonishing moment in history. On that cold morning of December 17, 1903, at Kill Devil Hills near Kitty Hawk, their handmade aircraft, built from wood, muslin cloth, and bicycle parts, took to the air for 12 seconds and covered 120 feet. Though modest in distance, it was the birth of aviation. The brothers' experiments and persistence transformed dreams into reality. The North Carolina Quarter memorializes this exact moment, not only as a triumph of mechanics but as a testament to human ambition and the power of American creativity. It reminds future generations that even the most audacious goals begin with small, courageous steps. The North Carolina Quarter was minted in huge numbers due to public demand. Philadelphia p. 627,600,000 coins. Denver d. 427,876,000 coins. San Francisco s. proof clad. 3,094,140 coins. San Francisco s. silver proof. 889,697 coins. Totaling over 1 billion coins, the North Carolina Quarter was among the most widely distributed in the series. Its broad circulation allowed millions of Americans to hold a piece of history, a pocket-sized monument to flight and freedom. While the official U.S. Mint issue was copper nickel-clad or silver-proof, gold-plated editions were later produced by private companies and collectors as commemorative or decorative variants. These gold-plated versions, often layered with 24-karat gold, enhance the visual richness of the coin, transforming the already beautiful quarter into a brilliant collectible. However, it's important to note that such gold-plated versions hold numismatic or aesthetic value rather than official intrinsic metal value, as they are post-mint modifications. Still, they are cherished by collectors for their visual elegance and display appeal. The North Carolina First Flight Quarter became not only a collector's piece but also a symbol of education and inspiration. Teachers across America used it to introduce students to the history of aviation, state geography, and scientific innovation. The coin became a tiny classroom of its own, connecting the principles of physics and perseverance with tangible art. For North Carolina residents, it instilled deep pride, while for others across the United States, it became a spark of curiosity about human achievement. The coin's value depends on mint mark, condition, and finish. Circulated coins generally hold face value, 25 cents, but are treasured for their historical charm. Uncirculated mint state coins, particularly graded Mississippi 65 and above, may range from $1 to $10, depending on demand. Proof silver editions often fetch $10, $20 or more, depending on preservation and certification by grading authorities like PCGS or NGC. Gold-plated and colorized commemoratives, though not official mint issues, are prized as display pieces. In pristine Proof 70 deep cameo condition, this coin radiates mirror-like brilliance, making it a highlight of any state quarter collection. The 2001 North Carolina First Flight Quarter carries a legacy that transcends numismatics. It encapsulates the story of two brothers who dared to dream of wings, and a nation that dared to support them. The Wright Flyer depicted on the coin became a universal symbol of technological progress, inspiring generations of inventors, engineers, and explorers. From the sands of Kitty Hawk to the modern era of spaceflight, the same spirit of curiosity and courage continues to define humanity's journey. This quarter, therefore, serves not just as currency, but as a miniature monument to invention and exploration. In summary, the $quarter North Carolina 1789 First Flight 2001 Pluribus Unum coin is a shimmering celebration of American achievement, unity, and imagination. Its gold-plated editions gleam with pride, its silver proofs shimmer with heritage, and its design tells a story that changed the world. From the state's foundational roots in 1789 to the world's first flight in 1903, and its release in 2001, this coin embodies a full circle of history, a bridge between earth and sky, past and future. It remains one of the most beloved issues in the entire state quarters program, a timeless reminder that no dream is too high to reach. Next video. The Kentucky State Quarter, released in 2001, represents the 15th coin in the United States Mint's ambitious 50 state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. Each design in this series honored one of the 50 states, in the order that they joined the Union. Kentucky became the 15th state of the United States on June 1, 1792, making it the first state admitted to the Union west of the Appalachian Mountains. The quarter celebrates both its pioneer heritage and agricultural identity, capturing the essence of Kentucky's cultural and historical significance. Although the coin itself was minted in 2001, it proudly bears the statehood year 1792, marking Kentucky's official entry into the Union. The legend, E Pluribus. Feature description denomination quarter dollar, 25 cents, issuing country United States of America year of issue 2001 state represented Kentucky statehood year 1792 program 50 state quarters program mint locations Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, San Francisco, S, metal composition copper nickel clad, 91.67% copper, 8.33% nickel weight 5.67 grams diameter 24.26 mm thickness 1.75 mm edge reeded designer reverse T. James Farrell designer obverse John Flanagan original portrait of George Washington 1932 mintage Philadelphia 353 million Denver 370 million proofs San Francisco 3,094,140. The obverse retains the iconic portrait of George Washington, first sculpted by John Flanagan in 1932 for the Washington Quarter series. This design, though classic, was subtly modified for the 50-state quarters program to include the state-specific inscriptions on the reverse. Portrait. George Washington faces left, a symbol of leadership and unity. United States of America, liberty, in God we trust, quarter dollar, mint mark P, D, or S below, in God we trust. This front design continues the patriotic theme that has appeared on all Washington quarters since their debut during the bicentennial of Washington's birth. The reverse of the Kentucky quarter is one of the most picturesque in the series, highlighting the state's rich heritage of horse breeding, farming, and architecture. The image shows a thoroughbred racehorse looking through the paddock gate toward the historic Federal Hill Mansion, which is widely believed to be the inspiration for Stephen Foster's song, My Old Kentucky Home, the official state song of Kentucky. The design beautifully merges Kentucky's agrarian identity and equestrian tradition, symbols deeply embedded in its culture. The horse symbolizes Kentucky's world-renowned horse breeding industry, particularly thoroughbred racing, for which the state is globally famous. The wooden fence captures the essence of Kentucky's bluegrass farmland, dotted with rolling hills and paddocks. Located near Bardstown, Kentucky, Federal Hill is a stately Georgian-style mansion completed around 1818. It stands as a symbol of Kentucky's early prosperity and southern elegance. The estate inspired the 19th-century song, My Old Kentucky Home, which later became Kentucky's state anthem in 1928. Kentucky 1792 appears above the design, signifying the year of statehood. 2001 appears at the bottom, the year of the coin's release. E Pluribus Unum, the United States' traditional motto meaning, out of many, one, commemorating Kentucky's place among the states. My Old Kentucky Home is engraved below the mansion, giving the design its identity. The composition is serene, blending the rural charm of Kentucky's horse farms with the grandeur of its antebellum architecture, celebrating both labor and legacy. The Kentucky quarter captures several layers of symbolism. Symbol meaning horse Kentucky's equestrian tradition, particularly horse racing and breeding excellence. Fence rural pride and agricultural boundaries symbolizing stewardship of land. Federal Hill Mansion heritage, history, and the inspiration behind the state song. My Old Kentucky Home represents home, hospitality, and southern charm. 1792 statehood year, entry as the 15th state in the Union. E Pluribus Unum unity within diversity, one nation formed from many states. The combination of these elements makes the Kentucky quarter one of the most artistically balanced designs in the state quarter series. The inclusion of My Old Kentucky Home on the coin ties into one of the most emotionally resonant state symbols. Written by Stephen Foster in the mid-19th century, the song was inspired by the grandeur and tranquility of Federal Hill. Its themes of nostalgia, home, and freedom echo the values of both Kentucky and the broader American spirit. The song continues to be performed each year at the Kentucky Derby, where it has become a cherished tradition. Kentucky has historically been a leading producer of tobacco, corn, and livestock. The lush bluegrass region provides ideal pastures for raising horses and cattle. Kentucky is known as the horse capital of the world. Home to the Kentucky Derby, one of the world's most famous horse races, held at Churchill Downs since 1875. Architecture and antebellum legacy. The Federal Hill Mansion embodies the elegance and craftsmanship of early 19th century architecture. My Old Kentucky Home ties into Kentucky's musical heritage, bridging folk, country, and Americana traditions. Philadelphia Mint P. 353 million coins. Denver Mint D. 370 million coins. San Francisco Mint S. 3,094,140 proof coins. Total mintage. Approximately 726 million Kentucky quarters were produced, making it widely available for collectors and circulation. The proof coins, struck in San Francisco, are particularly valued for their mirror-like finish and collector appeal. There were both clad proofs and silver proofs minted for collector sets. While circulated examples of the Kentucky quarter are worth their face value, 25 cents, uncirculated and proof coins can carry higher value based on condition, rarity, and composition. Coin type approximate value 2025 circulated 25 cents uncirculated PD $1-$2 proof clad $3-$5 silver proof $10-$15 special error coins up to $100 plus depending on minting anomaly. Some rare minting errors such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or double die reverses can significantly increase collector interest and market value. Kentucky was the first state west of the Appalachians to join the Union. The horse fence design is among the most realistic depictions of agricultural fencing on any U.S. coin. The Kentucky quarter was released on October 15, 2001. It marked the end of the 2001 release series, following New York, North Carolina, Rhode Island, and Vermont. The design subtly incorporates rural tranquility, making it one of the most calming compositions in the series. The Kentucky quarter serves as both a symbol of pride for Kentuckians and an educational tool for Americans. It emphasizes the value of heritage and preservation, the significance of state identity in the broader national tapestry, the deep connection between land, tradition, and progress. Even today, collectors view the Kentucky quarter as a perfect blend of art and storytelling, reflecting the soul of the bluegrass state. You mentioned a gold coin. It's important to clarify that no official gold Kentucky quarters were minted by the U.S. Mint. However, gold-plated versions were created by private companies for collectors. These are standard copper-nickel quarters electroplated with a thin gold layer for decorative appeal. While visually stunning, they have no additional metal value beyond the novelty factor, unless part of a limited collector's edition. The 2001 Kentucky quarter dollar is not merely a piece of currency. It's a miniature work of art, a celebration of Kentucky's history, music, architecture, and agriculture. Its elegant imagery of the thoroughbred horse, fence, and Federal Hill Mansion captures the serene dignity of the bluegrass state. The phrases, "My Old Kentucky Home," 1792, and "E Pluribus Unum," together form a poetic statement. Out of many, one home, one nation built on shared heritage and identity. Even over 2 decades later, the Kentucky State Quarter continues to shine as a symbol of unity, tradition, and enduring American craftsmanship. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. A new coin story awaits you every next day.